For you all who don't know me, I am Donnathebillionaire, and I am an amazing soul that God has placed here to help people. Let's just put it like that, because I don't like putting myself in a box no more. Yes, I'm a coach. Yes, I'm a life, business, financial coach. But people who know me know that I do many things. So if you know me, if you see me on set, if you heard me singing, if you know about my lash company, if you know that I do taxes, listen, that's neither here nor there. Because ultimately, I'm a coach, I'm a teacher at heart for real, because I desire to see my people be great, okay? And so today we are talking about how self-care contributes to success, because it's very much a factor, and I don't think people really take that into consideration. But today we're going to talk about some reasons why. So before we get into the reasons why self-care contributes to success, let's talk about some ways that it takes away, okay? So when you're not feeling your best, you are in a horrible state of mind. First of all, you probably worrying, you probably distracted, you probably feeling fatigued, you probably feeling tired, you probably feeling like you don't want to do nothing. Okay, today I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my bed. But we're not doing that no more. Not for 2024, because this is actually a year of favor, and a lot of great things are gonna be happening for people who really push through and who put their big hat on and they big girl and big boy pants on, you know? So yeah. So I think that everybody can agree that when you are not feeling your best, you're in the lowest vibration, okay? Like, and we ain't talking about no type of new age, because y'all know I love God. You don't love God, what's wrong with you? But what I'm saying is, hey, what's up, friend? Where you been? So yeah, so everybody knows, like, when you not feeling your best, you are like operating at the lowest level of yourself. You probably laying around, you probably like, I don't want to accept no calls today. You probably like, I'm not going outside today. I'm not even getting dressed today. Okay? We not doing none of that. And this live is not gonna be long at all, but I gotta put this out because I myself saw the difference in my business as far as like when I operate and I walk in my, you know, in the fullness and authority that God has given me, and then times where I let things outside of myself affect how I felt about my day or about my decisions, whatever the case is, right? So, first of all, one reason why self-care is very it contributes to your growth is because your energy projects out, right? How you feel about yourself and how your thought process, it projects out to other people. You might think that it don't. You might think that you can be feeling crappy and go out and act like you're not, but it's not gonna work, okay? Because your thought process, the things you speak out of your mouth, probably how you looking, because you probably ain't get dressed, or just like the mind is gonna be foggy. You're not gonna really be there. So, and another thing is, say like you went somewhere, right, and then somebody walked in a room that was very low vibrational. You can feel that. You can feel like, for some reason, energy is a thing, and you can feel when the energy in the room shifts. Like, you can feel when there's people in the room who are happy, who are positive, who are confident, people who ain't come to cause you no danger, whatever it is. You can feel those things. So energy definitely matters, and the energy that you are storing on the inside, it will project out. It might actually even be on your face, and you think that your face is not displaying how you're feeling. So it's really a thing. And then another thing is, like, when you are doing proper self-care and you know, walking in your highest level of self, other people know that you are serious about what it is that you do. On the flip side of that, if you're not, people can tell that you're not, and they probably looking at you like, oh, you want me to pay you to do what? And you not even giving off that type of energy that you really moving like that for real. Like I said, people can tell that you are serious just simply because of how you rose to the occasion. You came to the occasion already knowing that you was that guy or that girl, like, and the energy is gonna fill the room. Like, you can feel the atmosphere change when somebody come in that's confident about what they do. They know that they're good at what they do. Not just confident, but they know that they're good at what they do. And they know they came to bring value into this room, okay? They're going to be able to feel it, and they're going to know that you're serious. So that's the reason why self-care is mad important. Another reason why self-care is extremely important, because when you feel better, you have better thoughts. It sounds like we kind of went over that with the energy projecting, but not really, because you have to understand how your thought process affects your day and how it affects your business. Because if you are negatively speaking to yourself, if you are speaking or operating from a place of lack or disbelief, or if you are already thinking about the things that go wrong before you think about the things that can go right, you're literally not in the right mindset. And not even just that, your thought process, it's what gives you the ignition, the ignition to like get up, the initiative. You know, but I'm thinking about ignite. I'm thinking about like electricity going together and everything brights up, right? But what is it? Initiative, okay? The initiative to like, first of all, that gives you the initiative to get up. Get up. And it sounds crazy when people say like you got to get up early, and it's not really crazy, because when you get up earlier, you accomplish more in a day. Also, when you get up early, you give yourself the time to do self-care before you just push yourself out in the world to accommodate other things. You're going into the world unprepared. You're not feeling your best. You're probably feeling still tight in your chest because you ain't got a chance to just walk around the house, breathe the air for a minute, have your self-talk, talk to God for a minute. Like, everything that you need to do, drink your tea, like whatever it is that you need to do. When you wake up early, you have enough time to open yourself up to the positive energy that you're about to project out into the world. So your thought process is everything. You probably need to, first of all, give yourself the self-talk and actually go to bed to things that are conducive to your growth, so that you can already wake up knowing you finna win. Like, I'm not talking about no nature sounds and all that when you're going to bed. No, I'm talking about motivational, inspirational. Like, you gotta know, you gotta go to bed already knowing that you about to wake up and win. Also, if you got negative people or negative relationships, even though you might love these people or whatever the case is, if it's not feeding you good things, if it's not contributing to your happiness, you gotta be okay with never minding that. Because when you win, what they gonna do? They gonna come back around. So move that on out the way. If somebody texting you nonsense, please understand they've been sent by the adversary, okay? You don't need to be reading no type of text messages, responding to no text messages, or interacting on the phone, or even letting these people take up energy and space in your soul and in your spirit, because you trying to do what? You trying to win. You don't got time for that. So it's like your thought process, the boundaries that you set, the things that you allow inside of your mind, and the things that you think about yourself actually matters. Like, why do you think people do affirmations? Like, affirmations is nothing but positive self-talk. That's all it is. It's reminding yourself how great you are. It's reminding yourself how much you finna step on everything today. Like, so your thought process is like so evident, and the only way that you can think on your highest level is when you taking care of yourself. And taking care of yourself, yeah, it means like looking good, but taking care of yourself means taking care of the heart, taking care of the mind, taking care of the spirit, taking care of the body. Like, people fail to realize when they work out how much toxins are pushed out of your body, what gives you better thinking space. Like, So that is really a big thing. Okay. Also, your thought process contributes to your confidence, which we probably went over this, but I gotta make sure I stay on point because confidence is everything. You have to know, first of all, that you're worthy of winning. Because if you don't think that you're worthy of winning, you're constantly telling yourself, oh, this is not gonna happen. Oh, well, they probably not gonna buy my product, or they not gonna like. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. So your thought process contributes to your confidence, and your confidence contributes to how you show up in the world. You're not just gonna go outside with some wrinkled clothes on. You're not just gonna go outside smelling like anything, looking like anything, skin peeling all off your face because you ain't washed it or put no oil, nothing. You just ashy. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. Confidence gotta be at an all-time high, because confidence is what? Confidence is faith. Confidence is faith, and confidence gives you the ain't no way in the world I'm taking a no today. Because if I get 3 no's, I'll be making it to my 5th person, because I'm going to keep going until I get a yes. Confidence is what makes you be okay with going out. And I don't care if you got to stand on the street corner to sell your books. You don't care who driving by. You don't care who pointing at you. You don't care who recording you, because you know that you have a number you have to meet today. You're going to get it done by any means. Confidence, ambition, all of that is what drives you to get it done, because a lot of people are failing because they are afraid of doing the work. They're afraid of what other people are going to think. We're not doing that, because at the end of the day, them going to be the same people who talking about how you didn't make it because you was worried about what they thought. Nobody cares what other people think. We can care less, to be honest. That's the number one thing we are not going to let be in our mind, is what other people think, because that is going to be the reason why you get nowhere fast. Some people only make sure that you feel a lack of confidence so you won't be in a higher position than them. They don't want to see you doing no better than them. So the only thing that they can do is try to break you down spiritually, break you down in your inside to where you feel so bad that you don't want to keep going. We're not doing none of that. Anywho, another reason why self-care is important is because it attracts other people who feel great. Okay? You want your network to be your net worth, right? You think millionaires and billionaires want to be around low vibrational people? No, they don't. And once you raise your vibrations, you're not going to want to be around people who operating on a lower level either, because their conversations ain't adding up, because their confidence ain't adding up, because their faith ain't adding up. Okay? Because the referrals that they send you ain't adding up, because the people they referring is acting and thinking like them. No, we want referrals from people who got something going on. And the only way we're going to get those people in our environment, in our network, is if we carry ourselves just as they do. You don't have to be a billionaire in order to be around billionaires. You have to have the thought process to get in the room. That's what you have to have. Okay? So, and the last thing that it just literally, let me see. Yeah. Just self-care all together, it makes you feel better. It makes you operate better. It makes you put your best foot forward. And that's what we need. If you really think about it, half of the things that you didn't get done, or half of the things that you didn't do, half of the meetings you didn't go to, is because you didn't feel up to it. You didn't feel like you was worthy of being there. You didn't feel like you had all of the credentials to be there. Let me tell you something. You don't have to have all of the credentials to be in a room, but you have to be willing to find out the answer. Let's just be clear. I don't know everything about trading, but I'm willing to find the answer. Okay? And I'm willing to research until that answer is in front of my face, and I make sure that I try it on my own before I tell it to anybody else. But I don't know everything about everything. I don't think nobody does. I know a great amount about the things that I do on a daily basis, but I don't think nobody knows everything about everything. But you have to be the type of person who are willing to do the work. willing to do the research, willing to get in the room with people who do know. Stop talking about what you don't know and be willing to get in the room with the people who do know. Because I don't mind paying $300 to go to a summit. I don't mind paying for a ticket to a workshop or a webinar. Why? Because I want to hear what they got to say in that room, because it might contribute to the way that I think, and it might help me get into the room with more people who are doing more things, and also I can give that knowledge and now be paid looking to learn from me. It's all like, it's all connected. So with that being said, guys, I'm not gonna be here on here all day. I just wanted to talk about a couple of reasons why self-care contributes to success. Self-care is very much important. And the way that you feel about yourself, the way that you feel about your day, the way that you feel about your decisions should never be based on other people. First of all, it should never be based on how other people make you feel. It should never be based on what other people think about you. And when I say about what other people feel, okay, you might have had a disagreement with your mom, you might have had a disagreement with your significant other, and everybody knows when you have a disagreement with somebody that you love, it hits you deep. And you don't never want to fall into no type of depression, because depression makes you sleep a lot. It makes you not feel your best at all. You probably not eating, which means you ain't got no energy. You probably been just laying around on the couch, strolling on the internet. Like, it gives you all of the wrong outcomes when you allow what you going through with somebody. Like, if anything, to me, it makes me, I'm talking about, it make me be on fire. Like, it make me, now I want to do more. Now I want to accomplish more because you thought that I was something to play with. Like, I'm the complete opposite. Sometimes, yes, I'm going to be honest, I have gotten to places where I just want to lay in the bed and cry today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think everybody has gotten to those points, but you got to shake that off. You got to shake it off, because if you allow it to consume you, you will stay in that state for way too long. So I don't let stuff like that consume me no more. And I think it's literally because I've been delivered by God, because God wanted more for me. God wanted, he wanted me to be the first generation millionaire in my family. He wanted me to stand before millions of people and inspire them. And so I couldn't be that person that allowed my emotions and my relationships and the things that I felt to consume me, because it will stop me from being great. It will stop me from shining my light, and I'm not doing that. So I'm just happy now that I can look back to a place where I felt like I was heartbroken. And I'm talking about, y'all, if I can be completely transparent, it really struck me. Like, I was literally down for days. I remember this one time, this had to be in like 2014, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't even realize that I was in depression. I'm talking about, I laid in the bed every single day until, I think I was waiting on like a settlement or something. I was waiting on some money, and I'm talking about the money was so far out, but I didn't know what else I was doing. Like, I wasn't in this entrepreneur stage at this time. I was like, I think I was still in school to be a medical assistant, because once I got out of school to be a medical assistant, I worked as a medical assistant for a long time, and I made great money. But before then, I was still in college. I probably had lost my job. I probably was working at McDonald's at the time. And no shade, because I was making good money at McDonald's. How? I don't know. But stuff wasn't expensive as it is right now. But I was making really good money at McDonald's. Let me see. I just turned 30, so 2014, I was 20 years old. So yeah, McDonald's was cool for me to work there. But I remember, obviously, I might have lost my job. I remember that I didn't really have like a babysitter and stuff like that. And I used to take my kids to work with me. And I used to let them play in the playscape until I was done working. I used to take them food from behind the counter over there so they could eat until I got off work. But long story short, when I got fired, I really did not know. And I think it was other factors. I was going through family stuff at the time. It was other factors. And thank God that I had a boyfriend that really loved me, because he was up every day going to get money. Every day. He did never ask me why I was in the bed. He didn't never make me feel bad about it. Like, nothing. Like, I really, to this day, like we always gonna be family. He got life right now in prison, but I mean, he don't got life. Rebuke that. He got 13 years. But anywho, like, he didn't never make me feel like I wasn't nothing because I was laying in the bed, because he knew exactly who I was. But I don't even think that he was looking at it like she going through something, because he was really a man, you know? And he wanted to get up every day. Like, him getting up every day doing what he do, he didn't play about that. He had to make sure he was where he needed to be, okay? And I thank God for that, because our rent was affordable enough for him to take care of it and everything until I got my mind back right. But when I think about that place where I was at, my insides felt so empty, y'all. I can't even believe it. Like, it felt so empty. It felt like I couldn't see tomorrow. It felt like I couldn't see past today. It felt like I couldn't see past my next idea. It was just like, everything was just wiped out of my mind. That's how I feel like it was. But I just thank God that I was delivered from that. And after that, I went on to win. Okay, like I said, I graduated college. I worked as a medical assistant, making great money. I had a beautiful house, stayed at East Point, Michigan. So after that, I feel like I went through things after that, but I never again allowed myself to stay down for that long. When I say I was in the bed for a lot of days, I was in the bed for a lot of days, weeks probably. I can't remember how long, but it was a little while. And so anytime you feeling defeated or discouraged, or that things are not working, first of all, you got to know how to pivot. Don't feel like your pride is so big that you can't go get you a little part-time job or something if your business is taking a hard toll, because only thing you're doing is supplementing the income until you're back, until that next idea get back in your mind. Then you finna tell that boss, arrivederci, see you later. Like, but when you're a new business owner, and people can be years in and still have times when their business is slowing down if you don't know how to pivot. Like, I don't have, because I asked God for 20 million. Let me stop. God, I didn't even mean to say that. I don't like to tell certain things out in public. Anywho, because I asked God for a certain thing, I don't have too much pride to where nothing finna stop me from getting some money. Nothing. I don't care. I don't care. It's nothing that's finna stop me from going to get what I gotta get in order to reach my goals. Long as I'm still bringing that money in order to make investments, to continue to invest in my business, to continue to do whatever I'm doing, I'm gonna go get it. I don't care. Like, I don't care who catch me still working when they think that I'm mad rich. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care, because right now, I thank God that I'm able to really focus on my business right now. But God says that do not despise small beginnings, and I had to learn that the hard way. When you getting started, like, say me, I moved to a place that was new for me. I don't know anybody here. So in order to meet new people, in order to still have income while I got my lash orders and stuff is coming in, and I got my tax business and everything, but I'm trying to do $100,000 months, not $100,000 years. So when I first moved here, I did Lyft. And I didn't care who was like, oh, you a YouTuber, like whatever, like you're supposed to be this big person, but you doing Lyft. Ask me if I care. Because guess what? I made almost $4,000 a month doing Lyft. And when you do Lyft, you still can turn that app off, go home, get back in front of your computer and build your business. So I'm able to build my business. I'm able to supplement my income, and I'm able to meet new people in a place that I've never been. So all in all, it worked for me because I didn't care what other people thought about me. And all in all, I was able to save money and I was able to invest because I did not care what other people thought about me. So you have to, for one, pride will be your downfall. And this is not my ministry channel, but you got to understand how much pride is designed to keep you poor, to be honest. Pride keeps you poor. You have to, and people think pride is like, oh, having haughty eyes and walking around looking like this and like that. No, pride is when you know that something can help you or help you elevate, and you decide you don't want to do it because you think you're bigger than that. I saw this man 2 years ago sitting by the freeway with his book saying, buy my first book, with a sign. You know how the poor people had the signs? But he wasn't poor, but he had the sign like, buy my first book. Now today, I'm talking about his movement is crazy, like crazy. But he was able to put his pride aside and do what he knew would help him grow. And I think that all of us need to get into a place where we're doing that, because you can't get time back. And pride will have you lose so much time that you could have used. Yeah, people might see me doing something they thought I would never do for a couple of months. But when I put this money where it's supposed to be, and when I get my clientele up, what they gonna be talking about then? Can I get on your podcast? Can I rock with you? Is what they gonna be saying. So I love y'all so much. I hope that this helps somebody, because I really don't like how I felt. I don't like the person that I saw myself as when I allowed not even just pride, because pride never really been my thing until I really started making money, and then God had to show me. I said, do not despise small beginnings. And because you are faithful over the little things, I will make you ruler over much. That's what my father said. And I had to really realize what he was saying to me. Like, this little stuff is temporary, but the fact that you're willing to get out there and do it is why you're going to be great. Okay? So, yeah. Rewind the video and send it to somebody who you think need it. I love y'all so much. And self-development, self-improvement, self-discovery is the key to life, okay? Again, like I said before, don't ever be afraid to tell yourself the truth. You got to be able to look in the mirror and be like, all right, I'm tripping. Right now, I'm caring what people think about me, and right now, I'm letting my pride get the best of me. I know that I can go somewhere else and do something else to make ends meet, to keep my business afloat, to keep me afloat until the times change over for me, or until my next idea or my next client change my life. But I have to be willing to do it. None of us are too good to do anything. I don't care who you think you is. Why you think Sweetie and a Cardi B and an Offset will go do a deal with McDonald's and promote meals, Happy Meals, whatever type of meal? Because they know money make money. And what's so crazy to me is that it's the poor who just have all these things that they just not gonna do. But rich people be like, show me the money. What? Like, they might not do it at a low scale. They might be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna show my face here, I'm gonna promote for y'all, and you know, we gonna put a contract together. No, they not. Actually, some of them actually be back there serving. Okay, I done seen the infomercials. But y'all, put your pride to the side in 2024. This the year to win. You're gonna look up in 2025 and be like, I did that. Matter of fact, God did. Because God did. God gave. God gives you the ability to create wealth. It's in the Bible. But I ain't even about to Bible thump y'all. I love y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with somebody who you think need it. And let's win. Okay? I love y'all. I'm out.